Hi, my name is Liz and welcome to Nothing But Bags. I call this space Nothing But Bags because I'm a huge lover of handbags. I love handbags. I think about them constantly. um, I'm the kind of person when I'm getting dressed to go somewhere, my outfit is not important to me. I'm only getting dressed because it's illegal to walk around with no clothes on, and I need something on so that my handbag can stand out. A compliment about my bag makes my day. I don't care about my clothes. My clothes are an accessory. My handbag is the main event. If this is your first time selecting one of my videos, thank you so much. It's sincerely appreciated. If you're one of my returning friends, you know how I feel about y'all. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Anyway, so as you saw from the title and the thumbnail of this video, this is a 2-month review of my Coach Empire bag. First of all, I unboxed this bag 2 months ago, and at that time, that has been my most viewed video. Like, most viewed. My videos get 200 or 300 views on average per video. This got thousands. And so at the time, I happened to release it at that time when everybody was unboxing and just getting their Empire bags. So it kind of got caught in that shuffle. Sincerely appreciative of the views that video got. But I realized that a lot of times we'll do unboxings of bags. We don't necessarily come back and tell anyone how the bag has been once we started using it. I was watching Aisa from Asia, and you'll see her thumbnail or something on the screen in a minute. She just recently went on a business trip, and when she was preparing for the trip, she did a video and she was showing her Empire 40, and which is what this one is, the Empire 40. And she was showing us what she was going to be packing in her bag and talking about going on a business trip with her husband and how this was going to be her travel bag, her travel tote. And I wanted to talk to her through the camera and say, don't do it. I wanted to say so bad, Aisa, don't take that bag. But in the video, if you watch it, and I'll put a link to the video down in the area below, description box or whatever. If you look at that video, her husband comes in and he's putting water in a mug and he's getting ready. And she's like, okay, I gotta go. I can't talk to y'all no more. So she was going on the trip that day, so nothing I could have said would have saved her from any of the inconvenience that she went through. But that's what inspired this video, because I want to tell you about the Empire, having actually purchased it, carried it, and used it, what my feelings are about the bag. First things first, if you saw my unboxing, I'll put a link to that video in the description box. When I did my unboxing, my zipper pull came off in the video. As I was walking around and touring the bag, I got it straight out of the box and my zipper pull came off. I rigged it with a Coach hoop that you get from a lot of the charms that are considered charms / keychains. A lot of times you'll get this little hook that you hook your keys to. I just took that and looped it into my zipper and then attached the zipper pull to that. And I didn't, because my sales associate did offer immediately to send, she was sending me an email with the label, and she was sending me out another bag immediately when I told her about what happened. But I wanted to carry my bag immediately. If you're a handbag lover, I was looking forward to this bag. I was dreaming about it. I was imagining outfits with it. And as soon as it got out of the box, I took it out the same day, and I wasn't going to return a bag that I had used. I don't believe anyone should have to go through the experience of receiving a used bag and opening it up thinking it's new, and I don't know what they were going to do with it, if they were going to repurpose it or immediately sell it back out after they repaired the pull. And I didn't want anyone to go through that. So I kept the bag, and I kind of like what I did to it. I watched a couple of videos when I was waiting for my bag to come where people were distressing their Empire bags and scratching it up a little bit and making it feel more worn and personalizing it to themselves. So to me, the zipper pull personalizes it to me because it is a Coach hoop, and to me, I like it. Anyway, but they did offer to get that taken care of for me, so I did want to follow up on that. But I took my bag immediately and I went to Target that same day and walked around. I took pictures of it, and if I have the pictures, I'll put it in here somewhere. But I went out immediately with this bag and took it to Target. Now, love the bag. It's absolutely beautiful. I think it's gorgeous. I especially liked how Aisa styled it. She had a suit on and she was carrying her bag, and she looked so cute in her video. Beautiful bag. I love this bag. I'm very glad that I got it. I think it's a gorgeous bag. As far as what I would use this bag for, I wouldn't take this bag to go to Target. When I was in the store, I was picking things up. It's a very large bag. It's a heavy bag. Right now, all I have in it are SLGs, and it's still heavy. So putting this on the crook of my arm and walking around Target, you know, it was a lot. It was a lot holding stuff in my hand and holding this. It was a lot. So I wouldn't necessarily take this shopping. But going to brunch, going to lunch, going to Starbucks to work in the restaurant and have coffee while you're working on your laptop or your tablet, all of those things, amazeballs. Take this to lunch and put your tablet in there or a book in there and have something to read. Take this to brunch, all of the things. This is amazing for that. Traveling. You'll notice from Isa's video, and please watch that too. I took this on a business trip. I went to Minneapolis for work. I believe it was Minneapolis. And I did a post and showed y'all that I did take it with me. Got compliments on the bag. Loved carrying it. But this is a leather bag. And it's a leather bag that is natural grain leather, which you can see on the bottom there, I hope. So this bag scratches. And what do you do when you go to the airport? You put this in a tray, a little nasty tray there, and stuff in here for TSA to look at it through the X-ray, right? And then you have to get on the flight with this bag. These handles are stationary. They are not foldable. They don't fold. They're stationary. So when you get on the plane, my company typically has us travel Southwest. And when I'm traveling by myself, as you know, with Southwest, you go in and pick your seats. I typically try to pick an aisle seat. That way, if I do have to go to the bathroom, which I try everything in my power not to, I try to use it before I get on the plane. But if I have to go to the bathroom, I don't want to walk past somebody. I don't want to have to wait on somebody so I can get out of the aisle to get my suitcase out of the overhead bin. So I got aisle seats, both there and back. And what I had to do was, if you look at and I'm not talking to y'all people that try to fly first class. I ain't talking to y'all. I'm talking to us normal people that spend our money on bags and our flights. The seat space in front of you that you put your stuff in, the aisle seat and the window seat have the smallest amount of space in front of you. The middle seat has a bunch of space. So I had to get this underneath the seat in front of me. And what I did was, I did this. I squished it down. Because that's the only way I could get it under the seat, y'all. Or I laid it down and pushed it up under the seat. Either way, I don't know if I don't know if it will show up on camera, but I scratched all my little leather up. That's the only thing, I think that's the only wear, was I definitely scratched the corner up. My feet look kind of new. I see a few scratches there. I definitely see some scratches here. Not anywhere there. Nothing really on the back. But unfortunately, I had to squish it down to get it up under the seat in front of me. So this is definitely not a bag that I would recommend carrying on the flight as your carry-on or your personal item. Because it's a stationary bag, and even though it's super soft, when you put your stuff in there, like a laptop, you lose some of the space that it would kind of compress down. You know what I'm trying to say. This is not a workhorse for going on a plane. It's not that bag. This ain't it. This ain't getting on a plane and sticking up under the seat in front of you. And like she was describing, like Isa was describing, putting it in an overhead bin, you got people that are going to be putting their roller bags up there, their backpacks, their foolishness and foo-la-la. And it's going to scratch up against your bag as it's going in and out of the overhead bin. So this to me is not a bag that I would take on the plane as my carry-on. This is not the bag that I would take or recommend if you're wanting to go in and out, getting in and out of your car. Getting in the car, getting out of the car, getting in the car, getting out of the car. This is not that bag. This is not her. She's not her. This is a bag, I'm going one place. I'm going to go meet my friends for brunch, and I want to be cute, and I'm taking my bag. Or I'm going into the office. So when I go into the office here in town, when I have to work from home, when I'm not working from home, this is a great work bag. It fits everything. It's got a lot of space. Put it on this side so the jingle jangle doesn't make so much noise. It's got a lot of space. So I take this when I'm going into the office. It fits everything. My laptop is an 11 and a half, almost 12-inch laptop. So that fits perfectly. I usually bring my cosmetic pouch in this bag for my charger for my laptop and stuff like that. I got a little corner zip wristlet from Coach and a wallet. So these are my SLGs in the bag. And I think that's it. Yeah. So now it's empty. But you can take this to the office easy and carry this to the office and work from the office and have this on your desk. I've done that. I think I'll stick pictures if I can find it from when I've done that. But this is a great work bag if you're going to the office. I think this is a great, and it also is so sexy. So if you're leaving the office to have happy hour with some clients or some guests are in town from out of town and y'all are going somewhere afterwards, this converts very well right into the evening to go to a restaurant and have some drinks because it's like a big tote bag. I think it's a great bag if you're going somewhere and you're going to be stationary, unless you want to use the crossbody strap, because it does come with the crossbody strap. If you want to use that, that's a different look. But if you want to do that, you can do that as well and carry this to go run errands and stuff and just put this bag on as a crossbody. Your hands are free. But again, in my mind, this is a bag that I would suggest if you're going to go for drinks, if you're going out to dinner, if you're going to run errands and you don't mind carrying a heavy bag, crook of the arm, or you're going to use the crossbody strap, you can run errands with it. But going on a plane, flying with this, she don't like that. She don't like that. I wouldn't recommend this for that. That's just my personal opinion. But overall, I love the bag. I'm not much concerned about the scratches. When I got back, I did treat those areas with leather conditioner. Just so it wouldn't exacerbate the problem. So I did treat those little areas that I noticed some scratches from my trip with some conditioner. It is softening. As you can see, it's just getting more and more saggy. It is softening over time, which I'm really excited about. I do want it to get softer. And maybe when it gets softer, it'll be easier to travel with. I would definitely say road trip. Definitely say road trip. When we travel, when me and my wife go out of town on a road trip, we'll typically stop somewhere nice to eat before we hit the road. Great bag if you're traveling. This can be your tote bag for travel and carry this right on into the restaurant and be just as cute in the going into the restaurant with this, knowing that all your stuff is in here and this is your travel tote. So I would say a road trip, this would be perfect. I would say brunch or dinner or lunch. I think this will be perfect. I think if you're going to go run errands or make a couple of stops and you need a big bag for that, I would say yes. If you're going to take the crossbody strap and you don't mind that it kind of changes the look, I think you can definitely do that. But if you're talking about traveling on a plane with this, that's not her zhuzh. I don't think that's her ministry. It might be. And if I'm wrong, please drop down the comments and tell me. If you travel on a plane with this, and I'm not talking about y'all first class females, I'm not talking to y'all. I'm talking about people who ride coach. If you travel with this on an airplane coach and you felt that this worked for you, please drop down the comments and tell me how. Because I would love to travel with it if I could. But yeah, I don't think this is a travel bag if you're flying on a plane, unless you flying private or first class and you got more space in front of you. But yeah, I just wanted to come back and do a brief review of the bag. I've worn this bag maybe 4 or 5 times. Like I said, definitely an office bag. I've taken it to the office numerous times. I have taken it out to just kind of go running around. And I love the bag. I'm very glad that I got this bag. I was influenced to get it because Janae Naylor, a content creator here on YouTube and on social media, she had the bag. And also Brown Girl She, who's a coach. She actually works for Coach. She had this bag. Janae had it in like the Merlot with the burnished edges. And I think Brown Girl She has it in the blue with the burnished edges. And when I saw them with it and how they styled it, I knew that I would love to style this bag and wear this with something cute. I'm very glad that I have it in my collection. I love the bag. I think it's very well made. I just think that this is not a bag that you would take. I just say, it's like all of our bags, right? you have to decide when you purchase a bag, what am I going to use this bag for? How does it fit into my lifestyle? And I think as far as my work, I love taking this to work. Absolutely love taking this to work. And when I did travel to Minneapolis with the bag, I had a little smaller pouch inside with a strap. And when I went out to lunch, if I didn't want to take this big bag to lunch, I would just put that on and run and get me something to eat. But overall, I carried this bag the whole time. I loved it. The only time it was in position was in the plane. But other than that, I love traveling with it. I think it's a beautiful bag. I'm glad I have it in my collection. I'm going to also stick another video down. Classic Handbags. Love her channel. She has the 40 and the 35. And I want you to check out that video if you don't mind after you watch this one, because she does a comparison of what fits. She does some mod shots, both crook of the arm and crossbody with the crossbody strap on both bags. I actually, when I saw the video, was almost like, oh, I wish I got the 35. Because maybe I could have did more with the 35 than the 40. But I am glad I got this bag. I'm very glad that the video did so well when I did the unboxing. And a lot of times we do unboxings and we kind of move on because we buy more bags. And we don't necessarily come back and say, let me tell you how this bag worked out after the excitement wore off and I actually started to carry it. So I just want to let you know how I felt about the bag now that I've carried it. I think it's an excellent purchase. I think it's a great value for the money. I think it's you would not be able to get an all leather large bag like this, not a leather interior, but an all leather exterior bag like this size from any of the other luxury houses like Louis or Gucci or Fendi or any of them peoples at this price point. This bag was about 800 something, I think. Telfar just released a leather bag with Wilson Leathers, $1,000. The large is $1,000, and they ain't even letting you do an adjustable and removable strap with their bag. So for the money, for the cost point, price point, I think this is an excellent purchase. Like I said, you just have to kind of know when you buy the bag what you're going to use the bag for, because it can be a disappointment if you're planning to use this bag to travel on airplanes, on business trips, and then you realize, well, where I'm going to put it on the plane. Unless you ball like that and you want to buy a ticket for the bag, you know, like, because when I go to a restaurant, I'm always like, party of, how many of us is 2, party of 3, how many of us is 4 of us, party of 5, because my bag needs somewhere to sit. But on a plane, you can't buy no air, unless you're going to buy an airline ticket for your bag. That's the only way I can see this bag working on a plane. So anyway, check out Classic Handbags. Check out Aisa from Asia's videos down there. Check out my video of the unboxing of this bag, because it did kind of well. I mean, from my perspective, relatively speaking, okay, how many views I get, it did real good. And the only other thing that I'll ask of you is that you have an absolutely wonderful day. Thumbnail.